Yes, you mentioned children. I know sometimes children can have severe attachments. You mentioned when a child is withdrawn. I find that sometimes when a child has a severe attachment and doesn't want to let go, that too can be a sign that we can watch for. If a child is just always want to be with you all the time, they don't want mom or dad to step away. I think we need to find out from them what's going on in the head, or train them slowly to wean them off to be independent. Now children too are hearing news about pandemic, hearing news about all sort of news, and the way they process them may not be accurate. So sometimes we need to question them too. So you heard this news. What do you think about it? One of my kids was telling me the other day that, oh, I hear the vaccination that is coming up for the pandemic. People are saying that it's going to just wipe the human race, or everyone's going to wipe everyone away, kill everybody. And so for him, that's his understanding of what the media or the news, wherever he got his information from. Definitely, we don't know what the vaccine is going to do, but at least there is a vaccine to care for or to fight this pandemic. What I did with him was to educate him a bit, to
Not to believe
not to
everything.
believe everything. You know, children are just grabbing everything and holding on like that. So teach them to question or voice out if they are worried about something. Let me know, but don't believe it and keep it inside and let it boil down to the point of stressing you. And that can be very detrimental to their mental health.
Yes, I agree with you. Talking helps a lot.
Mhm.
But one thing like I have observed with this pandemic, children used to go to school
Mhm.
and be with friends of their own age. They, they talk, they laugh, they play.
Okay.
Nowadays, with some kids, they are not going to school. They are having their school online and they're just there at home. That can be stressing as well, just being in the same, in the same place without relating with other people from other places. Sometimes it's also good to just take those kids out for a drive as a family,
Mhm.
or even taking walks. And I find walks, I benefit a lot from walking
Same
because
here.
that's one thing I enjoy.
Mhm. Same.
I just like being walking and watching birds, watching the environment, just seeing things. And sometimes I just take my slingshot and even though I haven't killed anything,
You haven't killed any bear yet. All the bear.
bear, I don't think I will even attempt to kill it with a strong, a slingshot. But it helps me, and especially now that I'm not with my family,
Mhm.
walking, getting out of the house, getting out of the place is just good for me. And one other thing that I find when because I'm not at home, it's
Mhm.
like talking on the phone.
Okay. It's helping
Yeah,
you?
I've used it a long time. Just
Mhm.
talking to this one, and then I talk to this other person. I'm talking, and we're talking and just laughing.
Laughing, yes.
Yeah, that togetherness that we used to do with
Mhm.
other people, with friends, it's no longer there nowadays. So what do? We just talk to each other. We conference call with
Mhm.
friends. Like I have my friend in South Africa. Uh, I called her the other day, and her daughter just recently had a child. So
Wow.
the child, the child was there too. And, I really enjoyed that conversation. It was, it was good. So time travels fast,
Mm-hmm.
that, and you are also relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps a lot, with mental health, rather than just sitting and being, you know, or doing work,
I
no
know.
play. That's not good.
The other thing too is playing games if they have nowhere to go. Playing games, it's a good thing that I have started doing with them. So I find a game that they will be interested in, and then we play that. One, two of them, my older ones like to cook. So now I'm giving them more responsibility to cook, have them do some of the cooking.
Okay.
The act of cooking is just helping the mind. Reading books is becoming a big problem because of the amount of technology the children are exposed to. They are ready to read something on their screen rather than take an actual book, paper book, hard copy book to read. And so that is one of the reasons why we are coming up with the book club. And I'll mention that now, that registration for the book club, for our children's book club, is coming out soon. If you're a parent listening and you're interested, please share. And it's a virtual book club, and have your child register, and they can join with other children of their age to read books virtually. Please look out for the registration. We want these children to take some time away from the screen. We want to also introduce them to their heritage of who they are as human beings of African descent. Do you have anything you would like to add to our
Yes, I have something. I I attended one webinar uh, for the indigenous people, and I got something that was very interesting that relates to the topic we are talking about, and it's about the taking care of the spiritual needs.
the
And
spiritual needs?
yes, the spiritual
Spiritual
need.
needs. Okay.
And some of the things that they were saying is people need to be seen,
Hmm.
to be heard, to know that we are accepted and believed. We also need to know that others have faith and trust in us,
Hmm.
and to feel secure,
Hmm.
safe, at peace with others, with oneself and others, to know that we are beneficial to others, to love and be loved,
Wow.
to have hope and to feel joy.
Hmm.
Mind, this is very,
Yes.
that makes a being.
Yes.
And to add on to that, they also talked about some of the things that we can do or we can say
Hmm.
to other people. We can say, I see you,
Hmm.
I hear you, your feelings are important. I accept who you are. I believe you. I trust you. I can count on you. You belong here. You
Hmm.
have a gift to be you. You are special. You are safe here. It's okay to have to yourself. You are important to us. We love you. It's okay to love. Things will be better, especially nowadays.
Yes.
Look forward to tomorrow. I love your laughter. I really like it when you are happy.
Hmm.
They're simple words,
Yes.
but they do matter in
Yes.
our
They carry a
lives.
lot of weight, actually. We live in such strange times now that the pride is such a big thing that erodes our energy. So just telling someone that you matter really increases energy. We need that energy in us. Telling someone you belong here, you matter here, you are
Mhm.
special, right?
Mhm.
I feel a lot of energy just hearing you say it. The children watch, they hear, they watch us all the time. And that comes to parenting. How much of our energy are we spending with the children at home to let them feel that, okay, I'm still loved in my home. I am still cared for in my home. It's a pandemic time. Everyone is worried. How do I put food on the table? But at the end of the day, I still need to hug my child. I still need to say to them that I love you, even if we don't have it, we still love each other.
Yes.
Yeah, you
And
matter here.
even older children, sometimes we just think, it's kind of it only matters when you say it to younger children. But I think even older children, men, grown men, grown women, they need to hear that I
Yeah.
love you, you matter to me, you belong here. They need to hear that. And they also learn to say the same things to other people
Mm-hmm.
when we say them to them.
Yes.
Yes.
So the language really matters. Language is a big thing, and the tone of the
Yes.
language. We
Yes.
need to also educate ourselves. If they say that somebody has depressive or anxiety problem or depression, we need to educate ourselves. What are the things that someone with anxiety or depression goes through? And when we educate ourselves, what are they going through? How can I be on a side which is not making the issue worse for the person? Educating ourselves is also very important. It's not easy living with someone with mental health issues, or
Yes.
mental health concerns. But when we understand by educating ourselves one step at a time, we'll be able to support that person and embrace them with love, all the good things, all the good words that you just used, Melania.
I would like to thank Bell Let's Talk, for providing the platform. This is something that's really, really important in our lives, especially these days. And by having this platform, I'm actually realizing this is some things that I never thought about. I never, did. But now that I'm talking about it, then I'm going to practice what I'm talking about. I'm going to model for my family and friends. So it's really important that we have discussions like this, and I'm hoping this is not the end. We are going to have more discussions on mental health, because mental health is a huge topic. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Melania. That's beautiful. Yeah, so we will once again say thank you to Bell Let's Talk because they made the topic easier to talk about, a topic of issues with mental health or mental health concerns. Yes, January 28th, Thursday, January 28th. If you are around anywhere, let's take action. It's not just for one day, but it's every day. Let's practice it. And on Bell Let's Talk Day, it says when it comes to mental health, now more than ever, every action counts. So every action counts. Is it words you're using? Use them kindly. Is it something that you have to say about mental health? Say them in a way that it will energize someone to look for help, or it will speak positively to someone suffering from it. If it's just an ear you want to give, or food you want to share, or a phone call you want to make, any action counts. Thank you all for listening. We look forward to more discussions on this topic in the days ahead. Thank you once again, Africa Nadaha. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Melania.
You're welcome. Thank you.